Alexander, round one.
Spicy rematch here, which should be very lively. Wayne Alexander, who rejuvenated his dwindling career in electric fashion by wiping out Takaloo in September, returns. But a year ago, his reputation had been left in tatters because Delroy Mellis, this opponent in the red trunks, overcame him in 8 rounds. Alexander blames awful preparation, says it was a wake-up call and promises revenge. But has Mellis got his number? It was a strange night 12 months ago. What happens here?
Well, you would expect Alexander to win well here, as you would 12 months ago, but that didn't happen. Mellis got that good win, and he's always been a little bit of a danger man who can go through bad spells and come back with a good win. He'll have a bit of confidence. He's done it once. He'll think he can do it again.
Big puncher, Wayne Alexander. But add to that the fact that Delroy Mellis has won 10 fights, and every one of those has been inside the distance. This isn't going 10 rounds.
You would not think so. Both decent punches. But Alexander will be looking to be a little bit more careful this time. He'll have done his preparation right, and he'll want to do a very good job.
Left hook just on the top of the head of Delroy Mellis. He's been back to Belfast, back to John Breen, Wayne Alexander, locking himself away, and he says he is physically so much better than he was this time last year. It'll be a totally different affair.
Well, Alexander taking his time, just walking in, trying to get the jab on before he commits himself with anything bigger.
Certainly should be a league above in terms of levels, Wayne Alexander, who's fought for the world 11-stone title before. Mellis, a good southern area champion, but you'd have thought that would be the difference between them, until, of course, one detonates on the other's chin.
That's right. Well, he's still just pacing forward, looking to try and get the range right. Alexander. Mellis doing very little at all. He's just on the defensive. Just can't get the punches to connect when he goes for the left hook, Alexander.
And what a left hook that flattened Takaloo. It's nice to see Takaloo back at ringside with us watching that. A good left jab to finish the round from a busy Wayne Alexander.
You're going to walk on them jobs, yeah? Relax and breathe.
John Breen, who has breathed life into Alexander's career. 31 years of age now. He's only had 23 fights in 9 years. It's been ever so frustrating because he's got the power to compete on any stage.
Yes, he has. He's a good performer when he's right. Good boxer and an excellent puncher. But maybe his best days are a little bit behind him.
Over in Mellis's corner, James Cook, former British super middleweight champion. Trains on rhythm. Delroy Mellis, originally from Jamaica, boxing out of Brixton now. Here's the second round. We're in the 11-stone light middleweight division. The black trunks with Sade on the waistband. That's Wayne Alexander's 2-year-old girl. And a right hand over the top. And again. And Delroy Mellis has been slow to get started here. It's all Alexander so far.
Yes, it is, but Alexander can't get overconfident and just commit himself too much. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, we've seen Alexander go down before.
Mellis has got that awkward style. He just tucks up, crab-like, gets himself very low, bends the knees, then comes up with a big shot.
Has lost 20, Mellis, so fringing on the terms of journeyman, but because of his punch power, he can always spring a surprise. Alexander on the deck against Howard Clark earlier this year to a body shot. And he was also hurt in that area by Takalou before Takalou came in, overexposed himself and was knocked out cold.
Well, he's having to reach for punches, and that can be dangerous for Alexander. Well, it's not giving him much to aim for and not coming back with very much, so it's Alexander who's got to make all the going.
Right hands have had the success so far for Alexander. Lunge from Mellis, nearly left himself wide open there. It's exciting, though, the anticipation of this one.
It is. You know that both of them could knock out the other if they connect. Lunges with a big left hook, not gonna land with that. Needs to get closer in. Mellis.
He did land with that 12 months ago. That undid Wayne Alexander, who said he lost 2 stone in 6 weeks and had absolutely nothing left after the 5th round.
Well, he knows better. That's a painful lesson to learn.
Yep, he was humiliated, embarrassed, and almost saw his career out in oblivion. But he's come back, credit to him for that. And he could be in some interesting fights in the new year, providing he rights the wrongs tonight.
Well, he's getting up with some decent punches. Not all are landing cleanly, but he's looking to load up and get the power shots on Alexander.
Looks sharp, though. Looks as though he's trained well.
Yep, he must have. You know, he's not going to let this one go by again.
Go around, boy.
That's good, man. See, he put his head down and put your leg there. Put your leg there. He puts his
Your
head
round, says John Breen, as Wayne Alexander has been sparring with Eamon McGee, our old friend who's coming back in the new year.
You come right hand the body. Gotta work your left hook. That's 2 rounds of 1 round.
Work the left hook to the body, says John Breen. Right advice?
He's leaving it open at times. It's hard to go for body shots against Mellis, because to do that you've got to commit yourself. Hands come down, and that's when Mellis can come back with a big blow. But John Breen wants Alexander to go through the punches, to loosen up, and that's what he needs to do.
For the middle, run Andrew's down. You gotta work on the jab. Make him move on it. Make him jab. Stop the same right hand on the top.
Almost 10 seconds.
But concentrate yourself. Don't lose concentration.
Living in Belfast, running the hills in South Lamar. Different world for Alexander. Needed something to change. Here's the 3rd round rematch. Remember, Delroy Mellis got the, some say, fortunate victory over Wayne Alexander last time. Derailed the Croydon light middleweights plans for a while. Alexander's bolted down, realizes at 31 there's no time to lose. He's been calling out Daniel Santos and Winky Wright, world champions. I mean, maybe a step too far, Glenn, but he's got the power to trouble people.
Well, I know it's a stage in his career where he wants a big fight and a decent earner, so he's got to try and do that. But needs to go over old ground and get a win here.
Searching for that left hook to the body, and then some following right hands to prise open the tight guard of the 33-year-old Delroy Mellis, who's come in at fairly late notice, although he was in training for a fight with Matthew Macklin that didn't come off. So should be fairly fit.
Well, he looks in decent condition, going for the body shots there. That might trouble Alexander a little bit.
Yep, Alexander admitted he was really hurt by one that Takalou landed before the crunching end came on that atmospheric night at the York Hall Bethnal Green. We'd have that one, wouldn't we, next year, if Takalou can win a couple of comebacks?
He certainly would like that one, wouldn't he? Well, Mellis starting to do a little more work. Alexander has to go with him as he tries to a big right hand.